Imagine being 8 years old, standing there so confused with some strange man while I take your mommy away from you. Why are they taking her? The little girl couldn't stop crying. They pulled over mommy and made her walk a straight line, but she couldn't. That little girl was me. My mom had been drinking for years, and I didn't realize how severe her drinking problem was. In that time, I had no idea what alcoholism was. I blamed myself for her alcohol problem for many years, until I was old enough to look into the disease some more. This is just one of the ways alcoholism affects your family. 85.71% of my audience are between the ages of 18 and 25. Therefore, my audience is the peak age of drinking alcohol. After listening to my speech, my audience will be able to explain the negative impacts of alcoholism and will be able to help those with alcoholism. Today, I will explain what alcoholism and negative effects, the causes of alcoholism, and finally, how to help those with alcoholism and yourself. In order to be able to help someone with alcoholism, you must know what alcoholism is and the negative impacts of alcoholism. So first, I will tell you about alcoholism and its negative impacts. According to the website by the staff at the Mayo Clinic, last updated in January 2015, alcoholism is a chronic and often progressive disease in which you can't control your drinking. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, about 17 million adults ages 18 and older, 7.2% of this age group, had an AUD in 2012, which is 11.2 million men and 5.7 million women in this age group. Not only does this affect you, work, school, and everyday life, it also affects family and those around you. From my personal experience from alcoholism, there had been days when my mom drank all night and couldn't get herself up the next day to go to work. Sometimes she would forget to pay bills, and then they started piling up, which then caused her to become more depressed, therefore she drank more. Seeing how my mom took a toll on me as a child. Although it did make me a stronger adult, I used to blame myself for her drinking problem. Also, according to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, around 88,000 people, approximately 62,000 men, and 26,000 women have died from alcohol-related deaths, which annually would make it the third leading preventable cause of death in the United States. Now that you are more aware of what alcoholism is, its magnitude, and its negative effects, we can look into what causes alcoholism. According to the staff at the Mayo Clinic, last updated in January 2015, two of the causes of alcoholism are genetics and environmental factors. Seeing how alcoholism is genetic, and most of my mother's family have alcoholism, I refrain from drinking too often so I don't become consumed with alcoholism. According to the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, published in 2012, genes are responsible for half of the risk of alcoholism. The other half, according to the NIH's research, come from the environmental factors. According to the Alcohol and Health article on alcoholpolicymd.com, published in 2005, for main environment factors are mass media, peer outlooks, role models, and outlooks of general society. Stress is also a cause of alcoholism. You can become stressed with the environment you are in. Now that we know the causes, we will discuss how to help those with alcoholism, with also being able to help yourself. Helping those with alcoholism. The first step to helping you or someone you know with alcoholism is you or that person have to admit you have a drinking problem. According to the Mayo Clinic staff, there are a few questions you can ask yourself to know if you have a problem. Do you get offended when someone points out you're drinking? If you're a man, do you have more than 5 drinks a day? If you're a woman, do you have more than 4 drinks a day? How can I stop myself from drinking in stressful situations? With these questions, you can take further steps on getting help. Know the signs. Neglecting responsibility at home, work, or school. Using alcohol even though you would be putting yourself or someone else in danger, i.e. drinking and driving or mixing alcohol with prescription medication against doctor's orders. Suffering from numerous legal problems because of your drinking. Continuing to drink even though your alcohol use is causing problems in your relationships, family, friends, spouses. Drinking as a way to relax or de-stress. Know how to get help. You or the person you are trying to help will need treatment, support, and new coping skills. Even though you get to recovery, it is still a long, bumpy road. An alcoholic will not wake up the next day a new person. It takes patience and time to get through alcoholism. All the problems that cause alcoholism still need to be faced. You do not have to go through this alone. As you can see, alcoholism is a disease that a decent amount of people deal with. Today I've expressed alcoholism and its negative impacts, what causes alcoholism, and how to help those with alcoholism. In conclusion, I would like to leave you with something my mom has always said to me. Don't let my past with alcoholism define who you are in the future.